Amigos de teleSUR, bienvenidos.
Friends at teleSUR, welcome tonight. Welcome all around the world. We're going to have a special show today. No Diego, but, well, Diego here somehow. He is taking a day off in soccer. He is behaving exactly the same as when he played with his left back in Brazil, so he's taking a day off today. A day so that he can walk around to have a little of his own life. You know, it's not an easy life. It's always complicated because of the constant attention he takes from fans. It is a big burden, this fame of his. So today we're going to have Diego in another way, perhaps in a rather unexpected way. Looking at Colombia, for example, he felt everything he was saying. Yesterday he was saying, and I know that in Colombia we have done very well, and it couldn't be any other way, but during the match, he was considering all his observations, his critiques to the judges and whatnot. And so, very soon we're going to have Diego, and I want to tell you too that there is a chapel for Maradona. It's similar to the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican. It's a football club that cares for the boys. It's called Deportivo Pereira. We're going to visit this club. It allows for a rather strange vision that takes the name and the figure of Diego Armando Maradona. So, let's get started with our show, with everything that you didn't see last night. And it is Diego in front of the TV, seeing how Colombia lost the match in penalty kicks against England.
Come on, please don't do that. Come on, that's a foul, man. Come on, that's what he did. VAR. That's a foul from Kane. Kane is the guy grappling the guy. As for the VAR, when Neymar gets VAR outside of the field, then you have it, not here. He didn't touch him, and he's diving.
No, man.
What's that? Take a look at that tackle. No. Here it is. Okay, now. Go ahead. There. Head it. Yellow card. Where's the yellow card? Where's the yellow card? Oh, man.
You couldn't simulate that, man. No! Oh!
No. If it was a Juventus, he would have scored. If he's wearing Juve shirt, it would have been goal. Oh, he would be screamed twice at least. This is what we respect, man. Come on, you're doing fine. Man, let's go. Handball. Come on, no, not like that. Falcao was there. What is a Chinese guy doing in Colombia's fan base? 5. Nah, come on. You must be kidding me. Come on, you're taking the piss. Come on. Really, 5 minutes?
Look, I'm telling
Listen,
you,
I'm
man.
talking about transparency
But
in
I am
football.
telling you.
This is transparency in football, that's it. Because if not, people then won't believe the rest. The worst thing that I've been in the World Cup, the worst thing that I've seen is this ref.
Uribe once again.
Oh, it was in. Look at the seventh keeper. Okay, now go. Go! Come on, go! Come on! Yeah, come on! Waste time now! Come on, go! Impressive! What a goal! American. What? That's an American. He knows nothing about football.
No, it's not there. It's not in.
Come on.
No, it's a good ball.
They gave him a penalty. That's it. What's the Colombian doing there? Come on. No. The ball is out already. Listen.
Out for a long time. It's way over, man. No way. It's way over, man.
No. Infantino, Godina. Listen, I should be the member of FIFA, but not for Colombia. For respect for the audience. Nonsense. Come on. Ooh, the sin. Corner.
Look at that.
Okay, let's go. You go like this. Come on, that's a foul, man. There. Okay.
That's just messed up, man. No.
Didn't even touch him. And he's sanctioning that. The same thing. He's not sure, but still. Oh, should have been for the Reds, and he sanctions it. Ooh, Falcao.
Oh, look at that.
Stop it. Okay, come on. Please stop stealing, man. Come on, Falcao.
Oh.
He's waiting for the bat. What, are we suspending the World Cup?
Yeah, good.
Okay. I told you he was going through the flanks. I told you he was going to go through the flanks. I've said this, man. He's done. Come on. Mina is broken. Come on. How? That's a corner, man. But listen. We are seeing this here. We're miles away. We're in front of you. Are you going to book him? Are you kidding me? No, this is normal.
Yes. Well done, man.
There it is.
Excellent.
There it is. I don't want to go to the brown shootout. Oh! Here, this side. Go! Oh, then.
Yeah.
I told you. Just like Kane. Come on, go, Muriel. Go.
Yes, man.
I told you he was gonna save it. I told you, man. This is the most important penalty. No! Come on, motherfucker. Come on, God Virgin, please. Where did he put it?
He's always coming back, huh? Oh no, he touched it, man.
Un buen momento.
Those are some good times, huh? To provide some nuance in this show in teleSUR de la Mano del Diez. It's a rest day for Diego today. But we continue beside his talent, his genius, and his way of looking at the game, at football. Yesterday, he felt quite uneased by it. You see, the judges were very questionable after all the observations we made. We're going to go into our pause. And when we come back, we're going to have Sebastián Garcia, and we're going to talk about this painting called The Creation of Soccer. Sure, you know about it. This is a very memorable, the most memorable painting in the Sixtine Chapel in the Vatican. And so you will be able to identify which is The Creation of Soccer. Let's remember that tomorrow is also a rest day, but Diego will be here tomorrow on the upcoming games, especially on Friday, Uruguay against France, and Brazil with Belgium. Really excellent matches in round of 16. So after the pause, you're of course welcome to see the Maradonian Chapel. And after that, of course, we will be speaking a little more on everything that Diego will leave behind in this World Cup. So I want to greet you all for all the channels in over 70 emissions in the world. De la Mano del Diez, and well, I don't have my partner here to say that, well, you're still on De la Mano del Diez. No. This is basically an acknowledgement for and a show of gratitude. You're one of the people I most love in the world. You've made me happy like no one else has. You've evoked all sorts of feelings in me, and that's why I want to acknowledge that in the name of soccer, and you've been placed in the perfect place. As the great Galeano would say, the human God, the imperfect God. 30 years ago, thanks to the coordinators and the coaches, the boys can come here and play soccer. They don't have to pay anything. They can come here and compete and learn about the passion of neighborhood soccer. All the things that you felt when you were a child. And they have the same illusion and the same dreams. They want to wear the uniform of Argentina. Oh, you don't know how much I love you, man. I love you. No, I love you with all my heart. Yes. Yes. The truth is that I love you. You know that the size of that billboard there, I mean, 500 meters, you cannot represent the love I have for you. It's enormous what I feel for you.
Thank you.
I love you. I love you. And the truth is that all the children in Barracas love you, and all of them are your fan. You're not your team because never forgot about this place.
I know.
I love you.
Thank you.
And I wanted to tell you something. Yeah. Next time you come here, bring your father and the grandfather. So that they come and say. Also, they meet my parent, my father, my grandfather. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I love you. I will see you tomorrow.
I love you.
Bon appetit. Bye. See you, man. Bye. I cannot believe it. I won the World Cup today. To me, I just had a piece of heaven. The truth is, I cannot explain it to you. I mean, it's one of the happiest moments in my life. And so, thank you very much, Juan. And today we are beside Sebastian. Thank you very much for joining us today. What do you do?
Well, I work with advertising. Advertising on the roads and signs you see in Buenos Aires and in most Argentina.
How did you make this chapel at your Club Sportivo Pereira that you own? And it's also, I understand, that it's a neighborhood in downtown Buenos Aires, right? And it's called Barracas.
Well, actually, it was a gambling value for the club, and we started with the surface, then the walls, then common spaces, common areas, and then we saw that the ceiling was great, too great for us. And I said, well, it'd be great to have a heaven over us when playing. It would be great to represent heaven. So, with the workmate, Santiago Barreto, one designed it, we started thinking about ideas. So first, the Olympus originally, and then we thought about creation. And then we started starting with this, and then the cornerstone was Diego, God, the creator, who gives the hand to Messi of good football. And then we added the sheriffs. Some of them are questioned because some are missing, and
I mean, that's unavoidable, right?
It's unavoidable.
Well, but some of the figures that you have there, we have to remind people who they are.
Listen, they're Hypocini. El Bocha is there, and he has a very important meaning there because he's a great master for Diego. There's Canilla, Batistuta, Kempes, also Agüero, Ortega, and Juan Román Riquelme. And Leo Messi is like the representation of Adam. So the work is called the creation of football. We're able to represent through this work the real meaning of the neighborhood club and what this means, what it entails. Because as you said, it's a very important neighborhood. We're not founding neighborhoods of Buenos Aires. However, it's in the outskirts, not in the wealthiest but the poorest areas of the city, where the club has a very important role the neighborhood club. This is the place where players are trained and educated. They share, they celebrate, they have fun. There's around 500 people in that neighborhood in this club, and there's something particular about this, and I think it's even more important than the work itself. 30 years ago, and due to Ricardo Conejo Elce, he was born in this world, and then lads play youth football without having to play any single coin, okay? And it's very important for the neighborhood.
So the kids, that they're 8 to 10, that they go into this club, when they see this mural, the creation, what do they say? I mean, what do they feel? What impact does that have on them?
Well, honestly, the impact is very singular. Our lads are already used to this. They say this for 5 years, but they still get excited. And it really calls my attention whenever a visiting club comes here, because you're not expecting to find a 500-meter ceiling with a work as this. 500 square meters. You need to keep in mind that the creation in the 16th chapel is only 17 square meters.
So before this meeting, did you know Diego?
No, I hadn't met Diego before this. Meeting Diego was really my dream fulfilled. And I feel that it really filled my soul in a very important moment of my life, because I was 11 when the World Cup was played, and when you're young, that's the most important moment of your life. You're the freest and happiest when you're a child. And Diego took me to the space, and I remember as it would have been today, I used to live in a small house in the neighborhood of Mataderos, and I remember when he was able to have 100 years of forgiveness after scoring with his hand against England. And I was seeing this while holding the Argentinian flag in my fist. And then I went to the hall and met with all my neighbors. And 5 minutes later, come on, he gave us the most important and best goal in the history of football. And everything he is after that, right? Because we always need to point out that he has always been on the side of the weakest, always in the side of the defenseless.
So, to the friends that are not living in Buenos Aires, in the inside of the country in Argentina, as well as the people who are outside. So, let's make a formal invitation, where this place is, what they're going to find.
Well, the club is located in the street Alvarado, 785, Pedrel, in the city of Buenos Aires. You can go from Monday to Friday, from 5 to 10 p.m. On Saturday, whenever there are games, well, there's also free entry, and this is the work of all Argentines.
So it's been a real pleasure meeting you, and also to inviting everyone in the world, whoever is watching to our show, to pay attention to this work of art, and you can find the original work in Michelangelo's Sixtine Chapel, or you can find different angels in Buenos Aires, the angels of soccer. The god of football and his angels in a work of art that is also called the creation of football. So we'll have a pause, and we'll be right back for the final piece of our show. Final section in our show on our De La Mano Del Diez tonight. Without Diego, but somehow with Diego. As you've seen, he is omnipresent in everything that happens in this team in teleSUR here at the city of Moscow. Sometimes we feel a little bad because, there's a lot of content that because of the length of the show we cannot include. We've tried our best to do a good summary so that you can see the best highlights and the best moments in De La Mano Del Diez that are not that are outside the show. And there's something I want to show you. You don't remember yesterday we were talking about Neymar? And
I do, I remember. I can still not understand this because a lot of minutes are wasted. The match cools down, and he's good at doing so because you can see what he's doing. And you either say, because when you see that Layun steps over him, you can either say, listen, he really did something against him. And after that, he was running like a cell. Come on. I was watching a different game, or what? Or what happened, because I don't know.
And the referee's just waiting, right?
Yes, the ref was right next to Neymar and asked him, please, either get up again, or if not, I am the one subbing you out.
So you're going to enjoy this, Diego. Both you and all our audience, and myself as well, yes, of course. This is something that someone, a very talented someone, made up and composed to share with the world.
Si Neymar ve
If Neymar sees this, I think he's never going to do that again. He's going to think, oh man, everybody can tell, yes.
Yeah, everybody realizes what's happening, and we said this before. Before this person or the production decided to put together this video, this fantastic video, because you often think, well, because I was a player and because I've been kicked on the floor, and I've been one of the ones hunted by Cameroon in 1990 with Keniji as well. And they were really kicking us. Those were real kicks.
Well, that was something that cost him an expulsion, right? You remember that. I mean, you took the ball and you cross that inexorable line, and
yes,
you just have
to take me down. Yes, he saw me and he directly tackled me.
And now the players have developed a great ability to throw themselves, right?
Listen, now there's a myth. Whether it was a penalty because you dove or because you were actually hit. So the referee did very well the other day. When he didn't sanction, well, he sanctions the penalty, then he uses the VAR, and he said no, and he said the Colombian was right. He did not foul him, it was just a tackle. So we don't know how far do referees have the criteria or the capacity to speak between themselves, because it's the same thing to measure Neymar against Iniesta, for example. Or number 10 in Sweden today, Forsberg. So I think that we are now in a very dangerous game where we can go to Neymar's house because really something happened, or he should have stopped turning around, right?
Sure.
He should have stopped showing up.
And something that I wanted to ask you about on the psychology of players. Did you ever have the impression that there are players that even though they could keep the dribbling and score the goal, they rather just throw themselves in. They'd rather have a penalty kick, as in not to assume any responsibility for the goal.
It could be. There could be some players who would rather continue with the ball and score.
Yeah, for the Swedish man today, you see, against the Switzerland game. As soon as there was a little touch from him in the hand.
He was barely touched, and then he lost balance. And he lost the option he had.
And he loses all the impulse.
Listen, Victor Hugo. He was running on space. While all of Switzerland was already in the last play in Swedish terrain. And then the ref sanctioned a penalty. And according to what I saw, it is a penalty. It is a penalty because he was fouled on purpose by the Swiss player because he didn't know where he was going to shoot the ball against the keeper. But the keeper, he didn't even try to cross. And he was waiting for someone to do a foul against him. Why? Because he was running fast, and he had been running for quite a while. So the moment he felt something, he dove.
Well, you know, a little more about our show today in De la Mano del Diez. Things that, you know, they always make us a little sad that we cannot share with all of you that follow him so passionately everywhere in the world to Diego. So we want to invite you to tomorrow's show, and they're going to have Diego then, because today he took a day off, and it is a very well-deserved day. This is pretty much the first day without any matches in this World Cup tournament. But tomorrow we must analyze the upcoming games for the round of 16. We are coming into the more decisive stages. So today I want to thank 3 Mexican channels from Diego, the Guanajuato television unit, and the channel of the Autonomous University of Juana León. So everyone seeing teleSUR today, we will see you tomorrow in De la Mano del Diez. Oh, and also remember to look for us in social networks. We are there 24/7. Providing all of our content to all users. Now, thank you very much. See you tomorrow. De la Mano del Diez.
With the app De la Mano del Diez, you can win this signed t-shirt that I'm signing right now. It's going to be yours. De la Mano del Diez.